Say that this one is meant for boys only. Girls are not supposed to be part. And so that negative mindset made a lot of females shy away from some of these science and mathematics courses. But thank God, there are notable people who have made they've shown a lot of successes when it comes to science, who are women. Okay? Even in Ghana here, you know the woman who has been holding the National Science and Math Quiz, Prof. Gaffman. And she is one of the, I would say, women who have risen to the highest level in this country as far as science and mathematics education is concerned. So that my portion is home economics or all the liberal courses is for women. No, that narrative has changed over the years. And so this morning, as you are aware, we are celebrating women in science. And so we show you a short documentary on how electricity works, and also we will take you through some short procedures that we can use to create a simple electrical circuit. In fact, Form 1 primary school we did that. They are human beings, they are women, and there are women.
Essential knowledge for any engineer, so we'll run through the basic parts of what you need to know. So let's start with the very basics, and for that we need to take a look at the atom. Everything, including you, is made from atoms inside the nucleus, and the third particle sits outside this. At the centre of the atom we have the nucleus. Inside the nucleus we have the neutrons, which have no charge, and also have the protons, which are positively charged. The neutrons and the protons are much heavier than the electrons, so these will stay within the nucleus. Surrounding the nucleus are different layers of orbital shells. These are like flight paths for the electrons. The electrons flow along these flight paths, much like a satellite orbits our planet, except that the electrons travel at almost the speed of light. The electrons are negatively charged, and they are attracted to the...
So this is the basic, the beginning. It's everything around us, including us, is made up of what? Atoms. And this is not a new concept that we have not been taught. Everybody here knows the structure of the atom. So as you can see, said that it's made up of the nucleus, and the nucleus contains the two subatomic particles. That is the neutron and the proton. And these two subatomic particles, they are immovable, they are static, they don't move. The only one that is in motion is the what? Electron. So as you can see, the electron, it was demonstrated for you, that moves around the world.
Positive charge of the protons. The electrons orbit around the nucleus in these orbital shells, and there are a set number of how many electrons can be in any one orbital shell. The number of protons, neutrons, and electron an atom has tells us which material it is. Atoms hold on to their electrons very tightly, but some materials will hold on to them more tightly than others. The outermost shell is known as the valence shell, and in this shell some materials have loosely bound electrons which can flow to other atoms. Atoms which can pass electrons are called conductors, and most metals are conductors. On the other hand, atoms which do not have free electrons and so they can't pass electrons between other atoms are known as insulators, and these are things like glass and rubber. Now we can combine these materials to safely use electricity by having the conductor in the centre, which allows the electrons to move, but surround this with an insulator to restrict where they can flow to, i.e. not into us, which keeps us safe. If we look inside a slice of copper cable at the free electrons surrounding the nucleus of the copper atom, you'll see that the free electrons are able to move to other atoms, but this happens randomly in any direction. If we then connect the slice of copper cable to a closed circuit with a power source, such as a battery, then the voltage will force the electrons to move, and this will